The Quad was set up as a group to counter China's growing influence in the region, but at the summit here in New Delhi, it was a discussion on the war in Iran that overshadowed proceedings. Indian Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar referenced the war indirectly. He said talks focused on the need for free maritime traffic movement for commerce and issues related to energy and fertilizer availability. Also on the need to fix connectivity choke points and resource concentration. Now, India is one of the world's largest importers of crude oil and gas, and much of that comes through the Strait of Hormuz. State-owned companies here have been raising fuel prices in recent weeks, and India is feeling a supply squeeze, experts say. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who has been talking to New Delhi about buying more American crude and mending ties hit by President Trump's tariffs, said Quad countries will now work together on building energy security resilience.
That we wanted this gathering, this partnership, to be more than just a place where we got together every now and then and discussed the problems of the world that we held in common, but a place of action, a forum of action where we can begin to turn our collective interest into action.
Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong made a more direct reference to the war, saying it's put the entire region under great economic stress. She said the group collectively also opposes Iran's proposed tolling of ships passing through the strait. And there were also calls, though, for the group to keep the focus on issues more relevant to the region. Foreign ministers stressed the importance of a free and open Indo-Pacific, a reference to China's growing assertiveness here. China has in the past called the group a way to contain Beijing's development, a claim New Delhi has always denied. However, the group has faced questions about its relevance with the war in Iran and resetting ties with Beijing, bigger, more pressing priorities for the White House. Experts say the true test of the group's unity will now be whether or not a much talked about and much delayed leaders summit does happen at the end of this year. Marco Rubio is claiming it could happen. Now, India would want President Trump to travel to New Delhi so it can host that event and then pass on the chairmanship to Australia. But that could depend on how soon the war in Iran ends. Neha, Poonia, Al Jazeera, New Delhi.